Right, so as we said, the left-hand one was your before, okay? You can see now we had your left hand by your left thigh, but your feet were now apart. So when you then put your right hand on the club, with your left foot back here, it's just so far for your left hand to actually get across there. It created this really kind of like forward press position. Your shoulders now, yes, your shoulders tilted, but your torso now is facing over here somewhere. So really, really awkward to make a rotation or a twist. And because of that, then now when you go back, you were forced to kind of move away from the golf ball in this direction as you go back. Okay. Now, when you're back here, you stayed there. Head stayed down, your club is bottoming out somewhere around here. When it gets to the golf ball, it's already rising up. We're now missing the ball. Head didn't lift, arm didn't bend, your circle was too far back on your right foot, caused mainly by that initial setup where your hands were sort of way forward. Now, I didn't quite get the feet were together to start with here, okay, but you can see you've got your hands on the club there now, and there's much more of a kind of straighter line there. Your shoulders now got a sort of fairly sort of tilted, nice sort of relaxed orientated setup there now. And then when you go into the sort of setup position now much better. If we draw a line from the shaft there, up the hands, it's up to your left shoulder there, perfect, okay. And now in terms of the swing, we're going to focus now just about more rotation, mainly with these hips, to sort of try and turn them and rotate them round and get that body moving in a rotational manner. So there's a little bit of a slide there, you can see, I'll give you a little drill that we can practice now, okay? But for the most part now you're staying within the confines of your feet. So when you come back to the golf ball, you stay with your head staying down, look at your head twisting through, your head's lifted up fine. I mean, good twist through. I wouldn't suggest lifting it that early, but just shows by lifting your head there how good a strike that was. And then twisting through, so that was fine.
I'm not even thinking about my head.
Of course,
that's
exactly, yeah.
Motion.
But that is what people will naturally lift their head to sort of move to see where they want to go, but it doesn't affect the shot in terms of the shot. I mean, no one lifts their head this way, and if you did pee, and you can see there now at impact how good that impact position is in terms of the strike of that ball. And you tell me where you're looking right there. I mean, you're looking down the fairway somewhere. So you're twisting your body through, you're allowing things to release through, you're finishing up on that left side there. Good full body rotation in terms of the swing there. Very, very good swing, okay? But it all stems from that better start position, okay? Now, a simple little drill you can practice, okay? You can do up against a wall, up against a sofa there if you wanted to. Have the all... There we go. So you put your left foot and your left foot up against that wall, and what you'd want to try and look for now, if I do it up against here, okay, as I'm going to put the hands across my shoulders, I'm going to rotate and feel like I'm creating a bit of space there from that wall. What we'll see in your swing, you watch your hips now as you go back, they start moving, so your edge of your trouser on your right leg gone through the wall there, yeah? So a bit of a slide there into the wall. Now, it's not the end of the world when we're doing it. If you had a good setup position, what it will encourage, if you're not careful, is hitting a little bit before the ball, and some of the shots you did have were a little bit ground first, okay, or a little bit hit on the way up, okay, but for the most part, the strikes were good, the distances were up there, the carry was, 84 yards at last one there, you had a couple to the high 70s on a regular basis, and like I said, it's improving. Exactly, yeah. I mean, that's literally like, well,
take a picture of that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, so look how good it was, and that's the numbers on that there, really, really good. I mean, you got the carry, 85 yards, total distance nearly 100. The side spin's not that much. The back spin, which is the ball sort of spinning this way, that's very good. To get that amount of backspin shows a good quality strike, good club head speed, a lot of good thing there. Yeah, exactly. The ball's hitting it would then stop, you see. So a golf ball always has backspin, but the amount of backspin we're going to create depends on how fast you swing it, how good you strike it, and all that goes in with that. So yeah, as a golf shot in terms of that, really, really good. 3 yards offline. You take that all day. So it's getting into that good start position, okay? Again, just to run through, left hand by your left thigh there and put both hands on, and we're getting the shoulder in that sort of tilted position to start with. Then we set the feet. You had the 3 movements in the wrong order, and that was fine. But the thing is, and I said to you at the start, you remembered what to do. You just kind of put your right leg front and then the right leg went again, your left leg didn't have to catch up. It was like...
You'd have seen me one day, it was hilarious.
But the thing is, you could see yourself, if you, just looking how you stood there now, the ability to hit a golf ball from there. And the thing, and you've proved yourself how well you can hit it. So you know you've got an ability to hit a golf ball. But if I stepped to the golf ball like that, yeah, it'd get me better, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as I could hit it. No. So how you step to the golf ball really going to sort of cap your abilities or your performance that day. And the problem is, if then you're setting up like this and they don't address that problem there now and give you multiple different things to think about, you'll stay in that position there on the left and then just have multiple swing thoughts getting in your way, and then you can't do anything. And then it just goes even worse and worse and worse. So Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
totally.
Excellent.